And it's time to bench Remo the Demo Man for Neo and Todd broadcast right here in the bottom left. The maniac from the Ukraine, one of the greatest, Mr. Amazing. It's Sonik. And the latest guest on Carson's TheoryCraft one-on-one interviews, once again showing his great, humble personality. He got robbed in Anaheim, but he's back with vengeance. It's ThorZaIN.
Yeah, these two, they match up very closely against one another. They're even in series, and they're only one map apart so far from all those times that they've met each other. So it will be all about, you know, who's on top here today. As Remo mentioned, Sonik enters quite a few tournaments. It does feel like as of late, though, he's been maybe a little bit less active with the streaming and all that. And that actually makes it even harder to know what he could go for. Like, he's already unpredictable, usually, even if you have already some sort of info. But now it's like, with less info, you can't even really know what he's going to go for. And a lot of the time, it's not even going to really make sense. So your scouting throughout the entire game has to be on point to keep on figuring out what it is he's doing.
Absolutely. Like back in a couple of years ago, prior to the big patching, he was the one playing Alchemists first already when the heal spray still was healing your enemy as well. But here, it's a Keeper of the Grove. It's rather standard. Maybe he takes it a little more seriously, was hiding a little bit what he's doing. And maybe we can get him into a winner interview for the first time in DreamHack, as he was a little disappointing in the first season in 2020. ThorZaIN doing something I've rarely seen on this map, going for the expansion on the left-hand side.
Yeah. It seems like more and more humans are trying to do this kind of stuff here and there at times. It's a longer rush distance for the opponent to get there, but it's a tougher creep camp for the human to do. But as you can see, with enough militia and water elementals tanking, it still does it pretty effectively. The question is, where do we go and creep behind this? Sonik intercepts a footman and he went entangle first, so that's going to be level 2 here. After the next entangle, which he doesn't quite have the mana for just yet. ThorZaIN might shoot for the deny here. Can he get the deny?
Would be quite...
He's blocking the keeper away right now.
Big. That is a wonderful classic Sonik move to creep up to very close to level 2 and then banking on the fact that he does get the kill, but in this case and in a couple of other cases before didn't get it actually, and that leaves him without a second spell and without mana.
Yeah, and Sonik is all-inning. Oh, great dodge by ThorZaIN. Does he get the deny? Yes, he gets it again. So well done. But yeah, Sonik's all-inning. Double Enchant of War. He's going to start Hunt production, and I think he's going to do... usually you want to do Ancient Protectors attack. The question is, does he go for the main or the expo?
Yeah, that is Sonic's style at the moment. Doesn't really matter in what matchup. He plays this against Undead as well. And he was kind of the innovator of that strategy. So sometimes Sonik can be wild, but man, ThorZaIN seems to be on point here today. The denies are almost as good as yours. And now he starts with the blocks as well, putting a little more heat under the keeper's hooves.
Yeah, ThorZaIN just got a great scout here. He walked inside of the main with a footman, saw that there was no tech, so he knows what's coming. If you're gonna go through with the expo, then now you need to start adding guard towers against hunts. So that's why we see him powering a lumber mill in the main base and starting scout towers. He's gonna want to add a bunch of guard towers. Maybe a shop can help as well with clarities, regen, scroll, and he's scouting everywhere with footman. On the left-hand side, the militia is checking near the main base. He knows about the potential for ancient protectors, which by the look of things are going to be on the left-hand side near the expo, while Sonik attacks and distracts in the main base.
This is so cool. Two-pronged attack here, indeed. The army goes for the main, the towers are going for the expansion, and then at one point they reunite. How much trouble can Sonik cause? So far, ThorZaIN had the answer to pretty much everything that Sonik was throwing at him, but does he have an answer for these two tasks at the same time?
Yeah, ThorZaIN reacted pretty quickly here. He sees the APs on the left. Oh, such a beautiful scout by ThorZaIN. It would have been so easy to say, okay, I need to send everything to my main to defend there. But now he sees the protectors on the left-hand side. How does he defend against that? It kind of feels like he should dispatch a couple units to target them down while they're going up. But he also has to defend in the main base. So he's, I think, Maybe he's just gonna let them finish, get enough guard towers to buy himself time.
Yeah, that could be the case. He's trying with Peasants, Archmage now. Water Elementals, of course, do a great job against them. And Sonik is backing off from the main. He's just going for the Archmage now, who's not level 3. He's actually very far from level 3. And the first AP is up. Pressure against the expansion rises.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to siege a position like this without glaive throwers. Usually, like, you want to put the protectors in range of the tunnel, shoot that down, bring 3 or 4 glaive throwers, and then shoot down the tunnel. Or you can get on top of the towers with all of your hunts, put the APs in range as well, but then that's really all in. You know, if ThorZaIN calls militia at the right time, if he has his footmen there, it's going to be very hard for that to actually work.
Okay, he moves the APs a little forward. Again, a footman denied here. That's the 3rd unit. Can he get that water elemental as well? Is he trying to? Oh my. Couple of Dota sessions went into his practice plan here. Sonik is also going for a shop. I really like that for clarities, as it turns daytime soon. But ThorZaIN also stabilizing on the way to tier 2 and double racks.
Yeah, ThorZaIN has been amazing with the denies here. Keeper is exactly level 2. That's actually crazy. Without all the denies that ThorZaIN had, that Keeper would have been like, 2.5, 2.6. Just hope none of his friends comes to ThorZaIN in the near future with an interesting project, because I don't think it's gonna go well.
Well, do we have a follow-up for Sonik? Not really, why? Right? There's one more power spike here, and that's glaives. And they can work pretty well as long as the Archmage is not level 3. Otherwise, Water Elementals have a decent time hunting them down or pressuring them back or forcing some repair. But at the moment, the only one who does that is Sonik, actually, with the 3rd AP. And Tangle. Can he get this around? Looks like it. Oh, almost locks it in. Needs another entangle. There you go.
It's pretty good of ThorZaIN to have been able to force that. He town portals to the main base because that's where the Arcane Vault is. And he's already going double racks rifle. I mean, supposedly you want to get mortars, I guess, against this many APs. But the Expo is going to start taking a lot of damage as more glaives get there.
Sonik with wonderful timing gets the shop, so there's no immediate solution for the Archmage's HP problems. Can try again. Now there's glaives. Now there's more APs. ThorZaIN, he was playing a wonderful game, but he's under pressure. Let's see if he crumbles or not. Blood Mage.
I think he should evacuate the Expo. Like, the Expo is gonna fall, he can send the peasants to the main base and then cover their retreat with his army. But yeah, he started the Blood Mage a little late because of his lumber issues.
Yeah. He's also supply blocked. 1,000 gold. Trying to get a workshop up here. Needs to power build some farms. But with everything, like especially lumber being so low, power building is definitely an issue. All this investment into the towers, of course, for nothing. More and more peasants are falling. Hunts are hunting them down. Staying true to their name. But Keeper's still super far away from level 3. And Sonik only now starting the attack. Is there a way back for ThorZaIN?
Yeah, I think ideally he should try and evacuate with those peasants, but he's not covering the retreat. And look at what Sonic's doing. He's waiting right there. He wants those sweet peasants. He wants that experience. He's been denied a lot of it so far in this game, but he won't be denied those guys. And as much as that's going to free some supply for ThorZaIN, it's kind of bad to be giving this much experience to Sonik. ThorZaIN, though, like, the Expo was up for a long time, so he already got a ton of gold from it. And now he's the player that's tier 2 much earlier than his opponent. Like, tier 2 is not even halfway through done for Sonik. So ThorZaIN can just get some mortar, he can start going to casters, and then be in a very decent spot to fight effectively against this army of Sonik.
Alright, yeah, this army will melt for sure against all that piercing damage. Against Flame Strike, by the way. No banish, has the AoE spell ready, and mortars are coming too. Sonik, are you expanding there, you little madman? Not yet.
I don't think he should. It would be, because like, it feels like eventually ThorZaIN will defend against this siege if it does happen. So yeah, Sonik should just focus on playing more one base. And like as ThorZaIN, you have to worry about an expansion being there as well. So you have to play very aggressive towards it, knowing that you can kind of play accordingly as the Night Elf and just play more defensive.
Alright, more creeping on both sides. Race towards level 3. Keeper, is there already? Lightning Shield, always a good weapon against human economy. ThorZaIN staying at 50. this lumber economy almost looks like a StarCraft mineral field.
Yeah, he took too long to start the improved lumber harvesting. Remember, he could have even have made it at tier 1.
Yeah.
Sonik broke upkeep, by the way, and he's making 2 more glaive throwers, so he's gonna have 6. I think he's gonna get Vorpal blades and maybe moonglaives. He's making the most out of this army somehow.
Sick. Is he? I mean, there is a lab on this map. Zeppelin would help a little bit against rifles, of course, very hard to do. Maybe he just pushes forward, retreats into the safety of the APs, and just rinse and repeat.
I think he's just gonna want to attack as soon as he has that. Like, he's gonna have 1/1 upgrades. Yeah, there it is. Vorpal blades started now for Sonik. Those priests. I mean, there's even only 1 priest right now. If he kills that very quickly, then Entangle is just gonna dominate, and Trance as well. He has Trance level 2. There it is.
Dispel is not ready yet for the priest, so Entangle could be very powerful, but he rather goes for the mortar team. Lightning shield in the back, but quickly microed away. Sonic's Keeper is losing a lot of HP, but he can calculate this all. There's no Stormbolt, there's no Banish or something that would crowd control the Keeper a little, so he does retreat. But yeah, I think it's a very valid opinion to think that Sonik will attack. That's just his life.
Yeah. But ThorZaIN has 60 supply already. And he forgot some farms, but he's going to be able to go even higher than that. Okay, let's see. There is 1 single Dispel available. You might try and entangle the Mortar and kill that with the Glaive Throwers. And yeah, Moonglaive just finished as well. So both these hunts and these Glaive Throwers just got a lot more powerful with those upgrades here.
He's waiting for the Nature's Blessing. ThorZaIN scouts everything, sees still no lores. Sonik, are you kidding me? You're really playing this with only Ancient of War units? Okay, if you are willing to go for this, I'm willing to go for this. More priests coming.
Nature's Blessing. He's playing a sick bluff right now. He's trying to pretend that he has Expo. That's why ThorZaIN feels like he has to push. If ThorZaIN knew there is no Expo up there, he would never attack. He would be like, all right, well, I'm ahead. It's 1 base, 1 base. I just got to make more units. But Sonik is trying to pretend that he has Expo up there, and I think ThorZaIN almost fell for it, and he played really aggressive, and maybe now he started questioning whether that was there or not, and he pulled back. Tinker's second for cluster rockets.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick, I guess. Flame Strike against the Hunts, very, very good. Heal Scroll used already. Detonates coming in, getting rid of the Water Elemental. That's, of course, good experience. But also on the Blood Mage, that's level 2. That is Siphon. Has to move out of range immediately. And it's not Cluster Rockets. It is the Pocket Factory for more siege opportunities.
Okay, that I really don't understand. I feel like Cluster Rockets with that many Glaive Throwers. That was... If there was ever the time to go Cluster Rockets, it was now. But yeah, so many mortars for ThorZaIN. He played so smart too. He pulled back. Now Night Elf is like all clumped up into this tight choke, and those mortar shots are gonna blow up everything. They got +2 attack as well. ThorZaIN is crushing through this army.
This is amazing. This is so much damage here. How are you supposed to heal against that? With an Alchemist, maybe that Keeper is forced into a town portal. ThorZaIN weathers the storm, loses only, I don't know, Passons and a very, very tiny bit. And his firepower is so crazy. Blood Mage made like 3/4 of a level. Archmage leveled up to level 4. Has very good inventory, by the way. Tinker got an entire level as well, so not too sure what he actually killed there.
Oh my god, there's so many mortars with +2. Like, they're just gonna kill everything so easily. I cannot believe he didn't go Cluster Rockets here. That would have been the dream for the Glaive Throwers to just hit the chunk of the army in the center. And actually, he kills a Footy on the right side with a Hunt and gets level 2 on the Tinker. But Blood Mage is getting closer and closer to 3.
Yeah.
And Flame Strike level 2 against this Glass Cannon army of Sonik would be pretty amazing here.
See what ThorZaIN did? He pulls out the creeps with Blizzard. We have a little bit of a transition. Blizzard and Flame Strike now. Crazy AoE. So this creep spot with this creep technique, actually not that hard to do. He got a little bit of mana from the Wolf as well. And what is it?
Oh my god, the Blizzard Flame Strike. Blizzard level 2, Flame Strike 2.
It's gonna be so sick.
Because the only thing, like, you expect Dryads to be there sometimes, and then Mortars already kind of counter them. He knows he's facing, like, again, the Glass Cannon army here of mass, I mean, kind of these mass Ancient of War units.
Sonic might get a couple of units, 3 of them very hurt. Healing is lacking a little bit. We do have the passive, by the way. Oh my god! Blizzard Flame Strike. Sonic doesn't know where to go. This is way too much.
Yeah, the Keeper is gonna go down before Hellstone can even be transferred. Archmage goes deep as well. Nothing can stop him now. Forces the Healthstone, and Sonic is out of there. 44 supply against 60. He's trying to retreat. The Blizzard keeps on landing on everything.
Oh my. Sonic is down to 38. The Tinker is basically a big grunt at this point. The block by the Rifleman. This is just excellence. Level 5 for the Archmage. And this is the win for ThorZaIN.
In quite the wild game. I mean, that is what Sonic is known for, has been for a long time. He sees the fast expansion coming up, and I think we're all kind of surprised to see the instant creep up in the north. That's a big risk. If 2 Wisps run in there and detonate, it's a disaster. But ThorZaIN, with the calculated risk, he thinks there's not going to be scouted quickly enough, there's not going to be countered, and he was right. Sonic felt he had to go all in, and that's a problem with playing Keeper Mass Tier 1. Even if you kill the Expo, you have such a bad army. It's rarely good enough for the win. But Sonic, he wanted to go, davai. But the first map is not his.
I am incredibly surprised about the level of play by ThorZaIN. We all know that he has one of the greatest minds for strategy games, but this execution as well, denies, last hits, everything was really, really strong. So we'll see if you can continue this into map number 2, which will then be Echo Isles for Sonic. We might have another push game right there. But first of all, we go into a little break and then we're back in 3 minutes with ThorZaIN pushing for the winner bracket final. 1-0 for the doctor. Successful surgery on autumn leaves. Next one, Sonic's pick, Echo Owls. So this might just be the same strategy. No? So if you're ThorZaIN, just bunker up and let the Night of Waves come crash at you? Fortify? Yeah? Guys? Any comments about that? No?
Remo, I'm going to be talking during the game. Go ahead.
I thought you might want to take this, being the human, but all right. Could be keeper aggression once again, but man, it's such a dangerous style. It so rarely leads to victory. I get it, Sonic. You want to fight. You want to go. You want to kill. But playing it more slowly, going for the tier 3, going for the bears seems to be better. Even a good warden on this map can be really powerful, but it's not really Sonic's style. What's he going to go with, Sonic? The best or what he likes?
Yeah, it's an absolutely ridiculous statement here to tell Sonic to go slow. That's not what he does. It's Davai, Davai, Davai. Even on Echo Owls. Let's go. Alright, we got ThorZaIN in the red. Upper left-hand side for the Soviet War Elites Team Sweden. Sonic for the Ukraine, and probably mostly himself in the upper right. And we have an engine of war at the mercenary camp already.
Yeah, it could be a Warden. Sonic is definitely capable of mixing in a Warden here on this map. And he's very, very good at it. ThorZaIN with the altar upwards, I feel like we don't really get to see that very often anymore. Almost every human nowadays on Echo, they make it downwards and either open with the mercenary camp if they think there's going to be a neutral hero or a keeper, and then go for the expo. Yeah, or like the straight expo. But yeah, the altar being upwards, I'm curious whether ThorZaIN might creep the small green at the top. And for Sonic, it is the Warden.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Is that the first Warden of the tournament? I think so. In this matchup, now that Terrana's stand is out of the pool, we won't see her too much, probably. And I oftentimes complain that with the new maps, games might be a little too similar to each other, as we mostly see the same strategies on all maps, but Sonic throwing a curveball here. Echo Owls, we can still see a high-level Warden here.
Yeah, ThorZaIN is going to get a very important quick scout here, so he can start theorizing exactly how to counter. Does he want to play aggressive? Does he stay one base? Expanding against the Warden can be a very risky business if you don't do it immediately. You know, the creep route where you get level 2.5 and then expo yourself is, I think, kind of bad against Wardens, so really curious how he's going to adjust his own build. He steals away the Forest Roll Shadow Priest. That's one of the ways you can really annoy a Night Elf, because then you can threaten Wisps. Maybe that Archer here that's being slowed. Sonic! Oh my god, he's gonna lose it.
Not good. Okay, went to the creep, so at least the experience didn't go to ThorZaIN. But yeah, the Shadow Priest stolen is of course a big deal, but it's also a big deal to the Warden's experience as it ticks down to the Shadow Strike.
Yeah, Sonic, this is a bit of a disaster of a start here. Losing the Archer, losing the Mercenary. He has one single hero right now. So it feels like there's only one thing he can do is just attack this Footman and try and kill it. But that could be denied on creeps if ThorZaIN can reach that.
Ooh, it's gonna be close, but no cigar. So a little bit of experience. Needs another Archer here in the meantime. ThorZaIN just creeping this up. Pretty close, but no cigar here. Not the greatest items, but everything survives. Pretty cheap, pretty fast expansion. And he doesn't have to fear anything with the one busy at the Merc camp.
Yeah, Sonic needs to make sure he gets the Berserker here from the Mercenary camp. He's checking the other side at the same time with a Wisp. And yeah, ThorZaIN setting up the Expo still at a pretty good timing here, because he's got it Warden. Now he's going to be the aggressive one and try to really like slow down Sonic's creeping. Crystal Ball picked up.
There's a couple of items that are certainly better. Last hit here, last hit here. Man, this Warden is already slowed down so much. Here's the next block. Warden stays away from the Archmage. Even though he's slowed, she can't really get more hits onto him. And he has a pretty peaceful life so far, in regards that he's facing a Warden. And this Expo also, 2/3 What a great early game. But now there's mercs for Sonic.
Yeah, just the pressure potential is not that amazing. Like, I don't think this scout tower will be cancelled. He kind of, like, Sonic needs that, though. He needs that really bad to somehow cancel his tower and then manage to pressure the Expo. Without that, I think he's going to keep on falling further and further behind, and maybe he might try and counter Expo, I guess.
Yeah, at some point, he kind of has to do it, I think. Tier 2 is almost done, but the Hunter's Hall is pretty late. And the Water Elementals even cancel that. This means lures are gonna be delayed as well. Pretty much the last shot of the second Water Elemental. The Wisp goes down as well. Sonic, a little busy with microing the Warden, finally getting a Shadow Strike out, but no boots. It's not too many right clicks here. And in case of emergency, Archmage can still get out. What can these mercs do? He stole the mercs from the left-hand side, maybe?
Yeah, he did a pull.
Yeah.
But we see the new tower repair rate now, and it's not dying quite as fast as it used to. It's being repaired on time. Of course, it's an arcane tower, so it chases back the two Shadow Priests. Now ThorZaIN sending Militia in. He's already teched. It just feels like ThorZaIN is super far ahead in this game. Unless he really messes up like this with his Archmage, he should be fine. There's boots on the Warden now as well, but not too much more mana to work with.
Yeah, Warden went to the shop. That was, of course, a little bit expensive, but he can easily afford that since Sonic can't go for any more units. He might be going for a second hero now. That, of course, slows down the Warden a lot.
Oh my god, in the center. Oh, why did he get a Naga? Those creeps would have killed the peasants, and then Warden would be so close to 3. But he bought a Naga, so it means he just wants to keep on pressuring super heavily. He's gonna try and take out that tower at the Expo, and then just keep killing peasants and force the Archmage to go back before he's fully ready to heal. I really thought that this was super bad for Sonic, but somehow he's found a way here to maybe apply enough damage to maybe have a chance in this game. The Archmage is waiting to heal up a little bit, and then he's gonna head straight to the Expo.
Yeah, Sonic is somehow reading this game upside down, but he finds ways to cause some trouble. Warden almost out of mana, has another Shadow Strike though, and it's not even needed here. She's just playing Gatekeeper to make sure that there's not too many reinforcements, as the Archmage is so low, to come and help defend this.
He completely ignored the tower too. That Naga was just bought in center and went straight to level 2, killing units left and right the whole time.
Warden now dropping low, needs to get some healing, but there's barely any mana left. There is level 2.3 for the Naga. Caught up with the Warden actually. But Sonic, he doesn't like it, but he has to retreat.
ThorZaIN gets a Naga himself. He's under so much pressure that he feels he doesn't even have the time to get a regular second hero from the altar. So he's gonna try and push this back here with the early strength of a Naga second. Sonic's in Center 4 is getting hit at his Expo.
Warden, man, this is a TP soon. Loses the Berserker for sure. TP also gone. Finally, some time to breathe for ThorZaIN. Sonic gets the footman at the end. Engine of War, whoopsie. Picks up a fight with the Forest Trolls. Needs backup for this, though. And Sonic
lost so many peasants.
But he is tier 2. Yeah, he has once again no lumber to build any tier 2 buildings or tech to tier 3.
Yeah, go ahead. Count his peasants' lumber. He has like 3 on the Expo. That's it. 0 in the main right now. And he doesn't have a lumber mill, so he cannot even get that new upgrades that you would get on tier 1 usually. This is really bad.
And you can't
Sonic pressures behind this, like it's going to be so hard for ThorZaIN to stay alive.
You can't get a Shredder either on this map. No lab available. This really hurts the human a lot in this matchup, as the Warden can always get to the peasants. There's no Zeppelin, now no Shredder. Good old human lumber problem on Echo Isles. I think you can give human all the lumber upgrades on tier 1 and this won't be fixed. But ThorZaIN is on it now.
Yeah, he's trying to get a couple rifles out so he can build some sort of army. He's forcing a Sanctum really fast. I think he realized he's gonna need... If there are bears, you need sorceresses, you need some priests before that to keep your army healthy. Archmage is not even 3 yet, and now Sonic is expanding on location. He's just feeling really comfortable right now in this game.
It's so impressive. This early game was absolutely brutal. No progress on the Warden for a long time, but this Naga pick turns out to be really good for the moment. How good will it be in the long run?
Yeah, I think if Sonik just does a solid bear push, solid and consistent, because there is only one Sanctum and there is no sign of ThorZaIN being able to get a lot of, you know, sorceresses into breakers out, Sonik might just be able to close the deal here. Shortly behind this. He's gonna catch the rifle in the main if he wants to here. Keep in mind, he never selected a second spell, by the way. It's Shadow Strike level 2 right now and nothing else. I would assume he'd go Blink with this.
Oh man, yeah. I kind of agree. Blink would be good. Murlocs did a little bit of damage to this Berserker, but Sonik clawing his way back into this game. He was facing a lower bracket already after like 3 minutes on this map, but here he is. 10 minutes in, definitely on top. Bears are coming. Bears are super duper good now, thanks to having 25% more mana on all levels. That's a lot of redo, that's a lot of roar, that's a very quick transformation into bear form. And ThorZaIN again floating in 1,000 gold.
I'm surprised he hasn't pulled the Murloc camp to try to just kill like, you know, 1 or 2 of them, get that Archmage level 3, but now there's Dryads anyway.
A second Arcane Sanctum coming. Sonik is pushing forward. There's only one tower, really. It's not too much fortification, but Sonik for some reason still like seems a little scared, but now with the first Master Bear. Might just be the knockout punch.
Yeah, the units are coming from the main base. The police has been called as well. Militia will move towards the expansion. Archmage finally gets 3, but Naga gets absolutely wrecked.
Okay, he's trying to hide behind his buildings, but it's so hard to reunite the army now. Priests and rifles are coming from the north, but immediately intercepted by Sonik. The Dryads are getting healed now with the reach. There's still so much mana for the Bears. They're becoming a wonderful, wonderful support unit that, of course, can also fight. And this is a feast for a Warden.
Who else than Sonik to deliver us from the 2-0 meta here that we had at DreamHack? We might finally have a 3-mapper, guys.
Oh, man. We love it full distance. ThorZaIN is losing unit after unit after unit. It's getting harder and harder to deal with that Warden. He's still hanging in. He's still trying to hide. Seems like he blocked himself there as well. And now he evacuates this expansion. Last game, that wasn't too bad of a deal when he lost his Expo, but this time, Sonik is at tier 3, not tier 1. Sonik is on base 2, not base 1. And yeah, ThorZaIN is in a world of trouble.
Yeah, he's not giving up too early. He's going to try one last defense. I think if he knew that Sonik already has Expo saturated, he might have left already. But yeah, he's going to try one more fight here. You never know. Sometimes the opponent, you know, overextend, gets overconfident, takes a really bad fight, and then somehow you can come back. But I think this should be one last-ditch effort here. Really for ThorZaIN. And if Sonik, for once, he shouldn't overfight. He should just pull back, play it safe. He has Expo, his opponent doesn't. This game is in the bag unless he absolutely has like one of the worst throats ever.
So what you say is everything is still possible for ThorZaIN.
Yeah.
Moonwell
may very well be winning this game.
Moonwell in the middle, looking pretty good. ThorZaIN on top of losing the Expo and throwing all the militia into this fight. Also supply block, trying to creep a little now. But this is not the power of Blizzard and Flamestrike that we've seen in Game 1. This is a pretty weak Archmage and a pretty weak Naga without any items, really. Sonik making damn sure that there's no expansion anymore. ThorZaIN did have a little bit of a bank. I wonder if he can use it, but not really.
Yeah, he built up a decent supply count, and he doesn't have Fat of Knives to worry about. And actually, there's the 12 o'clock camp available. Ideally, he would have liked to at least get some breakers against this, but he does have quite a few sorceresses, which are good against bears. Let's see if Sonik doesn't overextend here yet again, because he's getting really tempted right now. He sees this creeping at the top. He's like, oh my god, I gotta fight right now. And then he realized this was not a good position, so he's pulling back right now. He has no staff and no town portals, so not much escape potential.
But ThorZaIN
sees the size of the army. He's like, I cannot win anymore. He's just gonna tap out. We finally got 3 maps.
Oh man, I love myself a marathon, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. A little bit of a reward for Sonic. It's yogurt time, everybody. A little. Gotta get. What can we say? He is the greatest WarCraft player in the scene. He might not be the most successful one, but he's the greatest.
With the war paint, with the yogurt, everything. Sonic looking good. And that was a classic Sonic game if ever I saw one. Warden just hunting down after kills with the Shadow Strike. He goes for the boots and he goes for the Mercenary Steel, which we've seen so many times from Sonic. I'm kind of surprised ThorZaIN wasn't expecting it more. Where was the defense? Where, like on the footies especially, maybe get up a tower or something more. Sonic loves to play aggressively like this, and I think ThorZaIN a little careless maybe there in the early game. Fell behind, and then Sonic took charge, took the lead, and could just hunt down for kill after kill. That's what he loves to do.
One more break, and then we decide this. Who will advance to the winner bracket final, where we have Hawk waiting for us? ThorZaIN won, Sonic won, decision in 3 minutes. Decision time. The curse is finally lifted after 6 2-0s in a row. We go to a decider map, and that decider map is Concealed Hill.
And if ever there was a map to play keeper and aggressive on, it would be this one. Or is Sonic actually going to bust out something different? Beastmaster always also an option, but the vetoes don't seem to point that way. So keeper, I would certainly expect here now, and I would love to see some bears again. The new bears, so strong. Hard to say no to Rejuve nowadays.
All right. Is it going to be the third defeat for Sweden in a row? Lil DC wasn't able to get the victory. Starshape got close, but couldn't get the victory. It's once again all up to ThorZaIN to carry the pride of Sweden right here. It's not gonna be easy, but this is as unpredictable as Sonic is most of the time. This is a little bit predictable. Will he play what at least I expect him to do? We'll see. Decision time. Who's facing Hawk in the winner bracket final, ThorZaIN or Sonic? Here we go. ThorZaIN in the upper right, once again in the red. Sonic in his beloved yellow. As long as I can think back, this was always his go-to color. That's a Warden.
Yeah, not the most common map for it, but we've seen some Warden enthusiasts like Yongi tried before, even against Undeads. Not easy to pull off, but if you can set up double Enchant of War, you have a good rhythm with the creeping. Definitely possible to do so. I think he's just expecting expansion from ThorZaIN, against which Warden is supposed to be technically pretty good. Last game he felt really far behind, and then Sonic had a kind of like a Doctor Strange moment where he looked into all the possible futures, and then he was like, okay, there is only one in which of those that I can win, which is through buying the mercenaries on your side of the map. Did that and somehow found the win, but ideally for him here, he shouldn't fall behind in the other game like he did last time.
I hate the Marvel movies, man, but your references are on point. That was probably the one way to get back. I was 100% sure that Sonic is building a keeper, creep up a little here with his orange camp, move over to ThorZaIN's base, try to entangle, like he always does usually. But no, Warden, did he just deny? No, he didn't, right?
No.
Ah, okay. Ooh. Okay, was worried for a second. ThorZaIN creeping the same spot. And yeah, is it expansion time or not? 3 farms already? No 4th one though.
He bought a second circlet. This is a War Warden. 300 mana, 650 hit points, hits for a lot of damage. He's gonna try and steal the item. Oh, and he gets it! Oh no, ThorZaIN.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, he lost the Wisp. That would have been level 2.
No detonate, that's not enough. One more right click. ThorZaIN denies! And that was so big to deny level 2. Here are the blocks again. The denies and last hits are on point again. If ThorZaIN wants this turtle, Sonic probably has to invest another Shadow Strike. The Sweet plays around it here though, and that's an easy last hit. Yep, there we go. Archmage under a bit of pressure. Sonic plays with that Cloak of Shadows, and this is now super annoying.
Yeah, ThorZaIN has a very difficult dilemma here. Does he still expand? He went for the 4th farm. I think he's gonna stay the course, but his Archmage could be in real danger against this double circlet Warden. I don't know why Sonic is waiting so long. He's supposed to be on the Archmage right now, harassing him. Purge on the Wet Elementals. That's gonna be good experience going to Sonic. He's level 2.1 now. Okay. And one Archer is already working on the Archmage. He's gonna evacuate that position.
Is that fan of knives now, or will he stick to the Shadow Strike, the one target spell? Yeah, only for the Archmage. Go, 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 go. This Expo can't get up, really. Trying to get the Town Portal, trying to get some extra damage on that Warden. Shadow Strike still ticking. But Archmage is safe, at least for now. But what do you do? Okay, what
is... Archmage worries me.
Yeah, everything worries me here. The footmen, the peasants... One is kind of low herself. The Null Overseer is still up.
Oh my god, one more. Oh, he's killing so many peasants. Might have to Town Portal here. Trying to go for the Archmage still. He has a Shadow Strike. Oh my god.
Boots.
If the Archmage wasn't this fast, the Boots really saving him here.
If he stops movement one more time, one will probably get her, but Boots, what a lifesaver. We saw amazing Boots on Blades Archmage in the game against Side, getting a quad kill, and here Boots save lives. Can heal a little at the fountain, but he's so far away. His staff would be wonderful. Talisman of Evasion, the second item that ThorZaIN gifts to Sonik.
Yeah, that's a stacked Warden here. This early in the game. The double circlet, now Evasion is going to kill one more footy here pretty easily if he wants to. Just looking to try and score some. It might be worth it to just taunt pull here. Kill as many peasants as you can, taunt pull, heal up, and then immediately go back out there.
Oh, Archer goes down. Archmage is on the way back after healing up to like 50%. Sonik, of course, plays it on the edge.
Yeah. He's coming with dust. I think Sonik kind of sensed that this might be happening, so he's just going to taunt pull out of there. Yeah, he has 5 archers. Oh my god. A 6-1 comes out. He has 7 archers actually. He queues improved bows immediately. He might just go for a Naga like last time, and then I don't know how ThorZaIN is supposed to hold this push that's coming here.
Oh my god. It's a talent push coming. Plus Dark Ranger here. No Naga second, but a Dark Ranger. And this is not looking good for ThorZaIN at all. The first map, Autumn Leaves, was so well played. But Sonik comes back with a vengeance. Stops on the way to the north, gets level 3. Items are good. ThorZaIN already calling Militia. Expo only at 50%. This almost looking hopeless.
Yeah, I don't know how he's supposed to hold this. It was so smart by Sonik to do this camp as well. He got 4 skeletons out of it. Now, Water Elemental is trying to tank, but there's so many archers. He queues more archers behind this, and Chant of Wind about to finish. ThorZaIN in a world of trouble. He needs that Arcane Tower as soon as possible to even have a chance to hold here. He needs to send new militia in. He's done just that, but it's not that many of them.
Oh man. Archmage being pressured by the Warden on the right-hand side. Expansion and Workers being pressured by Dark Ranger on the left-hand side. The focus fire is really good, and every single kill is a new skeleton. Dispel, of course, far, far, far away. Shop build, he gets a couple of archers with the Footman.
I think Sonik is wasting too much time chasing the Archmage. He could have just stayed here with the Warden and killed Walkers. Oh my god, the Dark Ranger gets surrounded!
Is ThorZaIN Doctor Strange now? Seeing the one option to get back. There's still a lot of skeletons, and there's still a lot of dead units for the Swede. Oh, Archmage is in trouble. The block by Sonik is insane! Counter push or counter block by this Water Elemental, but you can't block Blink! That's the first hero kill right there.
Yeah, if he's Doctor Strange, he definitely needs to use the Time Stone right now to bring back this Archmage, because he's in a world of trouble. I think he needs to instant revive here. There's no way around it. And yeah, I don't know. ThorZaIN's not restarting the Archmage just yet. He's trying to pull back the Footman. There's 2 peasants AFK in his main base.
He rebought it at the tavern, so Archmage is back for now. But yeah, might be a last-ditch effort. Talents are coming. Then we have magic damage. There's no sign of defend even against these archers, so they still have so much good value. Then magic damage is coming in. At least level 4 Archmage with boots. Can chase a little bit. ThorZaIN holding on to dear life.
Sonik misrallied his wind, by the way. One of the talents is at home chilling, doing nothing.
Oh, not great. Mana potion. Shadow Strike again.
He just has enough mana for one more Shadow Strike. He blinks forward, so he loses a lot of mana doing this. Oh, those footies they're overextending against the shop here.
There's another mana potion. Todd, there's another mana potion. Can he just blink Shadow Strike? Cooldown is off.
That's the plan, but this Archmage is fast.
That's true. Fight still going on between Peasant Footman and Archer Talents. One trying to find new targets, but doesn't want to dive in deep. Or level 4.
Oh my god, the Warden in the main. He gets 2 kills. What is this game? Archmage is running the other way. He was tagged by Talon in the center of the map. What is this, Shark Week?
I have no idea. ThorZaIN is so hurt. His Archmage needs to go to the fountain again, but it's daytime, so that's brutal. Sonic's forces are very, very limited, and that is definitely a timing push, so ThorZaIN knows this, of course. If he can hold on, stall time, go to tier 2, Rifles can deal with the Talons pretty easily. Sonic has to break this.
Sonic has had a Talon inside of his base the whole game. The first one that came out has
Shadow
been sitting
Strike. I think the boots don't do that anymore. And no, that's another kill on the first hero.
He's gonna have to instant revive again. I don't think he can just restart the Archmage in the altar. The problem is that when he does that, Archmage doesn't come back with full hit points. Oh, the militia and footmen are engaging into the merchant here for no reason. What are they doing here?
Things are falling apart here. That's what's happening. So many units so hurt. The Warden level 4.6. Who needs creeping if you can just slaughter your opponent?
Archmage trying to sneak away here, replenishing hit points at the same time. Warden is gonna blink into the main. He sees a low HP footman and a peasant. Why not?
Oh man, and no Arcane Tower. Tech has stalled. It's at 60%, but the main base will over time just be wiped out.
That Talon, by the way, is still chilling in the main base of Sonic. Full mana.
Saving it for
Next
bad
game.
times. Next game. Yeah, maybe tomorrow in the winner bracket final. But
oh my god, the Warden in the main base. Sonic, I've seen him many times lose his hero there. Okay, he's paying attention.
True, man. Do you remember when he misrallied his engine, his tree of life, and killed his own hero? That was a glorious, glorious Sonic moment.
Happens to the best of us, Neo.
Oh man.
Okay, so Warden's back home. He finally got a Staff of Preservation. I really like that. He's gonna come back with full mana, full HP. He still doesn't notice that Talon. I cannot believe this.
Here's some mercy for the warriors. Let him home. Let him live his life in peace. Can't say the same for ThorZaIN. Another unit down here. And of course it's always a skeleton. Dark Ranger is level 3.
How could that Talon be a warrior when he's never been into battle?
That's a good question, but it's GG. Sonic wins this!